Barack Obama's not out here chanting hope anymore. In 2025, his name doesn't spark revolution, it signals quiet dominance. No more rallies, no more debates, just curated power moves and a legacy on cruise control. He walks into a room and the air shifts. Not loud, just enough for billionaires to fix their posture. He's not chasing microphones, he's billing six figures to hold one. The speeches, rare. The silence, worth even more. This isn't public service. It's private power wrapped in linen, tailored in legacy. Let's jump straight to the jewel of his empire, Hawaii. Sure, you can see the PR headlines about his connection to the islands, but the whispers you catch on the beach tell the juicier version. That $12 million estate in Waimanalo scooped up in 2022 through a cleverly layered trust. Oh, it's his all right. No matter how carefully the ownership paper trail was scrubbed, 3 pristine acres pressed up against volcanic rock with a pool that basically blurs into the ocean beyond. We're talking peak escapism, built for someone who doesn't just want a vacation, they want to vanish. You won't catch paparazzi lenses sneaking through here. This place is engineered for invisibility, wrapped up in the kind of exclusivity that whispers, "You can't sit with us." By now, the stories swirling around Obama aren't about his next political move. They're about what kind of puppet strings he might be quietly tugging. Is he nudging Silicon Valley titans into line? Is he smoothing the path for high-dollar deals and backroom chats? Depends who you ask. But the delicious ambiguity? That's the point. Whether he's a tech world player or just the guy everyone wants at the table, the uncertainty works in his favor. Then came that viral photo. You know the one. While the country's government was tangled up in its usual circus, there was Obama, paddleboarding off the coast, serene as can be. Twitter exploded. Critics went red in the face, screaming about how out of touch it looked, and his defenders rushed in, waving the "he deserves peace" flag. And Obama, he didn't need to say a damn thing. He just kept gliding across the water, the living, breathing definition of unbothered. That image alone said more than any press statement could, and maybe that's why it rankled so many people. Even in paradise though, the cracks start to show. Plans to revamp a seawall on his Hawaiian property stirred up some serious local resentment. Sure, the paperwork seemed fine, but the optics, not exactly neighborly. You've got a multi-million-dollar estate pushing up against environmental concerns, and the locals weren't exactly thrilled. Welcome to the complicated dance of ultra wealth, legally clean, publicly messy. But hey, it's not all island sunsets and discreet beach deals. Back on the mainland, Obama holds court in his $8.1 million mansion in DC's Kalorama neighborhood. This isn't some run-of-the-mill luxury home. This is an old money enclave where influence isn't just measured by your bank account, but by how quietly you can wield it.
After a 12-hour flight on Air Force One,
9 bedrooms, 8.5 bathrooms, every square inch practically dripping in marble, polished wood, and custom everything. This house isn't meant for cozy dinners. It's set up for the kind of events where nobody bumps into each other unless they really want to. You can practically feel the walls side-eyeing your shoes, wondering if you're even worthy of walking across those floors. Rumor has it the Home Office is kitted out with security measures that rival what he had back at the White House. And why wouldn't it be? In a world where power flexes behind closed doors, you need more than a big title. You need the infrastructure to back it up. Here's the kicker. Obama doesn't need to broadcast anything. He doesn't need to post daily, stage a comeback, or craft a new public image. His influence now hums quietly in the background, the way real power does. His SUVs don't rev their engines. They slide by in sleek, tinted silence. His coffee isn't a Starbucks cup waved at cameras. It's probably poured into a handcrafted mug, sipped behind gates taller than most fences. This is what post-presidency looks like when you've mastered the pivot. It's not about activism or statesmanship anymore. It's about carving out a personal empire so tightly controlled, even the rumors feel like part of the plan. Ah, the Vineyard. That's not just a summer house. That's an empire wearing a shingle roof. Obama dropped nearly $12 million back in 2019 on this sprawling Martha's Vineyard property. And let's be real, this wasn't just some beach getaway. This was claiming turf. We're talking 70 acres of prime Edgartown real estate, the kind of land land where the grass practically whispers, "You don't belong here," to outsiders. 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, enough space to host a G20 summit, or more realistically, pack in the A-list regulars. Spielberg swinging by with a bottle of something rare, Beyonce and Jay-Z strolling the grounds, Clooney casually sipping an espresso by the water. The main living room built around a big, rough stone fireplace, the kind you gather around not for cozy chats, but for the kind of conversations that ripple into headlines. And the porch? Let's just say it's not for watching the waves. It's for soaking in the weight of your own legacy as the sun sets on another perfect day. Now, how does a man like Obama glide between his palatial playgrounds? You think he's hailing an Uber Black? Please. This guy's riding in a steel-clad beast that makes Bond cars look like Hot Wheels. Remember the Beast, the $1.6 million armored Cadillac he cruised around in as president? While that specific ride stayed with the government, word is, Obama's personal fleet includes similar toys: bomb-proof doors, chemical attack-resistant air systems, run-flat tires that can laugh off a nail strip. Basically, it's a rolling bunker dressed in luxury leather.
Now, for security reasons, we can't show you the interior of the car.
Why roll so heavy after leaving office? Part necessity, sure, but part habit too. When you've spent years inside a tank on wheels, a regular Benz probably feels like strapping into a tin can. And let's not ignore the power play here. Showing up in anything less would be like Batman switching to a bicycle. Once you've held the nuclear codes, you don't downgrade to a Prius. And here's the kicker. By 2025, insiders say Obama's got his hands on something straight out of a sci-fi script. A prototype electric Cadillac 1. Not the kind you see smiling in dealership ads, but a top secret Black Ops level build. Imagine an electric limo that looks like a Batmobile mated with a presidential motorcade. Bulletproof glass? Duh. But also facial recognition ignition, climate controls that somehow know when he's craving oat milk in his latte, and customization so bespoke you couldn't even dream of the price tag.
President's new car is the most secure, sophisticated vehicle.
Why would GM hand over a super secret futuristic ride? Oh, maybe as a sly thank you for the auto bailout he helped orchestrate years ago. Who needs stocks or crypto when you're behind the wheel of a rolling, humming token of corporate gratitude? When Obama touches down in Hawaii, don't imagine him yanking a carry-on off some dull commercial flight. We're talking sleek Gulfstream jets, 6-figure flights that whisper through the clouds, landing on a sunlit tarmac where Secret Service agents fan out like chess pieces. No selfie-snapping tourists, no media blitz, just a quiet military-grade dance of black SUVs pulling up in formation, engines purring, tinted windows sliding by like a royal procession. This isn't just a vacation, it's an entrance. The tropical breeze feels like it pauses for him. No press lines, no stage smiles, no fuss. It's the quiet arrival of someone returning to his private kingdom. And here's where the empire flexes. The Obamas didn't tiptoe into post-presidency life. They stormed Hollywood. In 2018, they locked down a jaw-dropping $65 million Netflix deal for Higher Ground Productions. Not a vanity side hustle, but a calculated leap into cultural power. They didn't just want to tell stories, they wanted to shape the narrative, and they did.
The future home of President Obama?
American Factory bagged an Oscar, becoming crushed streaming records. Barack wasn't stuck behind a podium. He was in the producer's chair, crafting documentaries, greenlighting projects, and turning his name into a golden ticket in award season. He swapped the Oval Office for the green room, the bully pulpit for the editing suite, still commanding, but now powered by Hollywood money and PR muscle.
You have to know their story. You have to know them. That is exactly what we do.
Obama doesn't just live in the world, he floats above it in that rare atmosphere where global icons operate. His presence sparks headlines, moves markets, and triggers waves of attention. He's not showing up at summits for the handshake photos, he's collecting the checks, steering the conversation, sprinkling in podcast cameos. Remember that audio sit-down with Bruce Springsteen? When Obama speaks, the world shifts. Invitations flood in, appearance fees stack high, the air practically vibrates with influence. His podium isn't wood or plastic, it's a symbol of power, access, and an influence so vast most people can't even fathom it. And the scandals barely whispers.
When we send our young men and women into harm's way, we have a solemn obligation.
Sure, rumors pop up, but nothing sticks, nothing big enough to break the glossy surface. This isn't accidental fortune. It's the result of trading White House stress for the heavy, satisfying weight of extreme wealth and quiet, undeniable power. Once the symbol of hope, Obama now represents something else. Not a movement, but domination. Silent, luxurious, and untouchable. No rallies, no slogans, no chants. Just soft leather seats, private estates, and contracts inked behind closed doors. The kind of power that doesn't have to shout. The headlines, the checks, and the numbers do it all. And before you go, make sure to watch Exposed, How the Richest Black Wives Spend Their Billions. Hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe to Jet Black Luxury, where black wealth speaks in gold and whispers louder than clout ever could. Until next time, move smart, flex quiet, stay legendary.